L&Q's Design for Living Awards is a celebration of the great work that L&Q's regional development teams do in creating places where people want to live. This is the fourth L&Q Design Awards and follows those held in 2004, 2006 and 2007. The aims of this year's awards are to build on the success of the previous awards through the promotion and recognition of good design, celebrate and reward good design, and raise the profile of the design of our development projects through the submission of the most highly regarded projects for national awards and accreditation. Each team nominated its best schemes completed between March 2007 and May 2008. A panel of member-level judges then assessed the developments using criteria based on CABE's nationally recognised Building for Life standard assessment methodology for well-designed housing and neighbourhoods in England. The categories for the nominations were Small Scheme, 25 homes or less, and Large Scheme, more than 25 homes. 2 schemes were then eliminated, and 1 scheme of 37 homes was reclassified as small, giving 4 small and 4 large schemes. Equana is a small infill site on a busy main road bordered by Victorian terraces and backing onto Deptford Park. The scheme consists of 37 homes and is 70% general needs and 30% shared ownership. The architect was Sprunt and the contractor was Allen Build Limited. The judges' comments were a good response to a difficult site on a main road, with a distinctive contrast between the front and rear elevations. The glazed bays at the front of the building shield residents from traffic noise and pollution, as well as conserving heat. The rear elevation is attractive and integrates well with the environment. Each property benefits from generous private external space overlooking the park. The scheme has greatly enhanced the local environment, removing an unsightly road bridge and bringing a derelict site into use. Granville Road is a small traditional building in a typically suburban area, incorporating 8 general needs flats. The architect was Alderton Associates, and the contractor was Newlyn Contractor Limited. The judges' comments were a good example of quality construction using traditional materials and design. Residents benefit from good-sized accommodation with lots of storage. Excellent attention to detail and good internal finishes with wireless broadband and carpet in communal areas. There is well-used communal garden space at the rear, incorporating individual sheds, clothes dryers and environmental features. Liberty Point is a mixed-use scheme incorporating 23 homes for shared ownership, general needs and intermediate market rent, as well as a retail unit on the ground floor. The architect and contractor was Milford Group Limited. The judges' comments were a striking Art Deco-style building in a relatively suburban context. Environmental features include a sedum roof, A-rated appliances and the use of reclaimed bricks. Homes benefit from good, secure cycle storage, neatly incorporating utility meters. High ceilings to ground floor flats give the properties a light and airy feel. Whitgift Street is a small, high-density scheme in a very central location, consisting of 17 general needs flats. The architect was Stock Wollstonecroft, and the contractor was Sibmar Construction Group. The judges' comments were a very creative use of a restricted site provides spacious and well-proportioned accommodation in a high-density, affordable housing scheme with the feel of a private development. Attractively designed with good use of brickwork and louvered cedar privacy screens to the deck access. The communal garden is well designed with simple planting and very good seating. All properties benefit from generous, well-designed private external space. The heat recovery system is a good environmental feature. Stratford Eye is a mixed-use site in central Stratford, adjacent to the Olympic Park. The scheme consists of 156 homes for general needs, shared ownership and outright sale, as well as a new L&Q office, commercial unit and gym. The architect was ATP Group and the contractor was Waits Construction. The judges' comments were, "The 19-storey tower is an iconic landmark structure. Innovative external cladding material negated the need for scaffolding. Very good levels of sound insulation from the adjacent railway. Good internal finishes with extensive ceramic wall tiling to bathrooms and provision of carpets, blinds and/or curtains, as well as integrated oven, hob and extract. The scheme feels very secure with excellent parking and overlooking of open spaces." North Cray is a large, medium-density development on a former school site and consists of 103 homes for general needs and shared ownership, including a mixture of flats, houses and maisonettes, and a significant number of family-sized homes. The architect was Hunter and Partners, and the contractor was Higgins Construction. The judges' comments were, "Use of different building heights and materials and varied roof pitches reduces scale, creating variety and focal points. A mixed palette of materials provides striking changes of colour which helps with wayfinding and gives the estate and individual homes a sense of identity. The housing is greatly improved by the presence of a community centre and play area on site. Defensible front garden spaces and well-overlooked communal areas create a sense of security. Attractive road and pavement surfaces provide clear delineation between pedestrian and vehicle access. Centreview is a 10-storey apartment block in central Croydon, adjacent to the flyover. It consists of 76 homes for shared ownership and intermediate market rent, as well as commercial space on the ground floor. The architect was TP Bennett LLP, and the contractor was Den Construction Limited. The judges' comments were, "Despite the constraints of a city centre site adjacent to a busy flyover, the scheme delivers attractive, distinctive, high-quality, bright and well-proportioned accommodation. The single aspect works remarkably well. The glazed staircases with interesting use of colour to the walls are particularly worthy of note, and the communal entrances are very well defined. Attractive glazed balconies afford reasonable privacy and have good quality decking. The inclusion of brise-soleil and recirculating cooling air units in habitable rooms helps to offset solar gain. The rooftop wind turbines and gas-powered CHP provide on-site power production. Peckham Co-op is a development of 122 homes for general needs and shared ownership on the site of a former department store. The scheme also houses retail units on the ground floor. The architect was Stock Wollstonecroft and the contractor was Galliford Try Partnerships. The judges' comments were, "A prominent building with massing and materials in keeping with the rest of Rye Lane. External details reflect the history of the site. There are good-sized gardens on the ground level and all units have balconies and full-height windows. The recycling and refuse disposal is excellent and appears to be well used by the residents. Inclusion of a communal internal courtyard and play area is a bonus."